Brad, the last time we were together was out in San Francisco. You made headlines, of course, when you told us exclusively that you had sold Uber and that you had bought Tesla, thinking that the game had changed in the big picture. I'm wondering what you think about that now, if your position still exists. Obviously, the tremendous amount of controversy around Elon Musk, his role in the government versus what he, according to analysts, should be spending more time on, that company, as the stock has just gotten hammered.
Yeah, listen, we weren't big in either of these names, as I said at the time. I think the big news, Scott, was that I was a long-time and large shareholder of Uber. And starting in the spring of last year, when we saw full self-driving, 12.3, and then by the end of the year, 12.9, we just knew autonomy was here. And, I have a new Tesla Model S I bought in December. It drives me everywhere. I tweeted about it the other day. I don't touch the steering wheel. I think it's quite extraordinary. In fact, I think Faber tweeted something or said something on air that got tweeted over the weekend about how he experienced it. And so I'm absolutely convinced robotaxi is coming. It's coming from Waymo. It's coming from Tesla. And it's coming from others around the world, and many in China. That Uber is partnering with around the world. And I think this does pose a risk fundamentally to the Uber business model. Now, listen, Dara Khosrowshahi, who's an amazing CEO of that company, is taking the steps necessary to forge the partnerships around the world. They've announced partnerships with several companies in China, and companies outside of China. I just don't have the confidence yet that that is fully come together and is really going to be able to stand up to the full stack solution that Tesla has. We're not big in either name today, right? Tesla has its own challenges with the global recession.
Josh, let me interrupt you because I really want to make sure the viewers get your take on this. I'm of the opinion that the consumer wants the lowest price and the fastest pickup when they summon any ride-hailing situation. If you go on the Tesla app because you're into Tesla or you love Elon Musk or you care about the battery or whatever, and it's 13 minutes away, isn't it more likely that you won't do that a second time? You'll start off on an app that has both autonomous and Teslas and everything else, and you'll get the fastest ride for the lowest price. And if you agree with that, would that explain why Tesla is down 35% year to date while Uber is up?
Yes, I think it's a very fair point. Listen,
Thank you.
I think if you look at it in the full arc, we sold our Uber closer to $80 a share, and it bottomed at 60. It's now back to 70. Tesla's down a lot. Like I said, like net, I'm happy with the way we managed those positions, and I still think we're in a place where we can't really definitively answer the question. We do know that Tesla is going to launch a really great solution, but to your point, Josh, if they don't have speed of pickup in Austin when they launch in June, and if they don't have the lowest price, then there is no market for them, right? Waymo and Uber are already there. Right? And that's what this game is about. It's about price and it's about convenience. But we've seen Waymo gain tremendous market share in Los Angeles, in San Francisco. The net promoter scores are even higher than a ride with a human in them. Right? We see parents all over San Francisco that are getting their kids to after-school activities in Waymos with no drivers. They actually prefer it to an Uber with a driver. So I believe that autonomy is here. I believe that we're going, the technological challenge of full self-driving has been cracked. I think Tesla is in a great position on that, but they have to execute, just as you said. Waymo's in a good position on it, but they're still subscale. And the real question around Uber was, can they find the partnerships and solutions that allow them to compete with Waymo and with Tesla? And I will tell you, I just met with the company the other day. I have more confidence today that they're moving in that direction. We actually have a small slice of Uber in our portfolio today that we've added right over the course of the past few weeks on some of these pullbacks. But again, I just want to say very clearly, our position sizes are small. We're heading into what could be a recession that could dwarf all of these debates. And secondarily, I don't think it's clear either way. Josh, you and I can't say definitively today which model is ultimately going to win. We have to wait and see what happens with robotaxi in June and how this unfolds over the course of the year. But, listen, I wouldn't count any of them out today.